Welcome to the Cooking with Friends program. Today we are going to be making goulash. To start off, we have 2 pounds of ground beef that is 90-10, so 90% meat, 10% fat, that we're going to put in our preheated electric skillet, and we're going to start that browning. As it starts browning, we're going to add 1 cup of onions to it and let it pick up some of that yummy flavor, and also some chopped garlic. And remember, with your garlic, you can chop it yourself or you can buy the pre-chopped garlic. And we are just going to get this all browned up, and when we come back in just a minute, we will show you how to finish this up. Okay, we've got our 2 pounds of ground beef and onion and garlic all in here cooked. Our ground beef has reached internal temperature of 155 degrees, so we know it's cooked thoroughly. We're now going to add some chopped tomatoes that have been drained into our mixture. We're also going to put some tomato sauce in here and just kind of make sure we get it all in here. And next we're going to put a combination of some seasonings and spices of salt, pepper, and seasoned salt. And if you are trying to make this recipe gluten-free, make sure that you read on your spice labels to make sure that they are gluten-free spices. We're going to put some Italian seasoning, which is usually a mixture of rosemary, thyme, oregano, basil. So give it some nice good flavoring. We're going to put a can of drained corn in here. And then we're going to stir that up for just a minute. And you'll notice in the recipe, we're going to put some water in here. Now, on the recipe, it says to put to the desired consistency that you like. So if you like your goulash a little runny, you probably want to use all of it. If you like it kind of thick, you might not use as much of it. So we're going to put, we'll start with about 2.5 cups and see how that makes it work. We're going to bring this back up to a boil and let it go for about 10 minutes, and we'll go over the next steps here in a minute. Now that this is simmered for about 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and put in our pasta. Now, if you need to make this gluten-free, just use a gluten-free pasta. If your family doesn't like gluten-free or doesn't have to have a gluten-free diet, you can always put in just some whole wheat pasta, and we're just that has already been cooked according to the package directions, and we're just going to stir that in. And at this time, if it's a little too thick for your what you want your goulash to be, you can add more water. If it's not thick enough for you, just let it simmer some more. This looks to be just about perfect. So what we're going to do is take this out, and we're going to cool it down, and then we'll show you how to finish this up. All right, we've let our goulash cool down for just a little bit, and now we're ready to get it bagged up and go in our freezer. So what you're going to do, gallon freezers, Ziploc bags, or you can do a freezer container. You're going to divide this in 2, so you actually get 2 meals out of this one. And I've just lined my bag, or a bowl with a bag, to kind of give me some stability so I can evenly divide up my goulash between the 2 bags. When it comes time to reheat this, because this is fully cooked now, so if you make it and you need lunch or dinner for your family, you could just go ahead and eat it then, or you could go ahead and freeze it for later. You can always thaw it in the fridge after you've put it in the freezer overnight, and then you'll just put it in a pan and heat it up until boiling. You might need to add a little bit more water to it, just depending on how the consistency is. And then just make sure it gets hot. When you're reheating foods, you want to make sure you get to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and it'll be ready to enjoy. So again, this was the goulash recipe.